So it's Monday morning, 7 AM, and we're going to Starbucks to get a coffee. So yeah, yesterday was the well, the Enduro World Series was this weekend, and it was a tough weekend. Like, probably one of the most physical races I've done at one of these races. Yeah, brutal from start to finish. So I thought I'd just give you guys a bit of a rundown on, shakedown on how it went and where I ended up. So yeah, first stage was on Saturday. This is the only stage we did on Saturday actually. What's the crack?
It's all good right now. Can't really see much, but you know.
We're supposed to be going up here, and currently they did close the lift because of thunderstorms and lightning. But now it looks like, fingers crossed, they've reopened the lift and we can go back up. It's going to be a lot different than the other day when we rode it. The fuck is going down if I'm on it. We come up here the other day and it stopped and I was like, holy fuck,
yeah, this is a gnarly chair.
I know. Usually I'm not phased by them. The top of the world run was like a 20-minute race run, which was brutal.
Yeah, boy.
One of the coolest tracks I've raced. Extremely long though.
Start any time after 5. 10 seconds. No, 5, 4, 5. What you got? What you got?
Times were really tight on this track as well, so like I ended up 70th on that stage, but between me and like 20th or 30th position there was less than a minute. There was like 30-40 seconds, which if you break it down over a 20-minute track is pretty minimal gain. Like there's not really much in that at all, so that was pretty cool. Then we had the
And the rest of the next day, so that was a bone dry track. And then overnight the heavens opened and it rained and poured down all night.
Give me it, Mops. Give me it. What's today gonna be like?
Today's going to be a 7 out of 7 spicy with a dash of 3 out of 4 fun. Pretty much, it's just going to be fucking rowdy.
Yeah, it rained all night. We've now got about an hour before we set off for day 2 of the Enduro World Series, and it's looking pretty grim out there. But it's gonna be a challenge. Put some new tyres on this morning. We've got fresh tyre on the rear, new brake pads. It's gonna be a battle.
Alright, 89 up on the stage with me. Alex.
I imagine that you feel pretty at home being a British rider. Although the sun is coming out, so this is going to switch things up a little bit.
Oh yeah, and no one's practicing the wet, everyone's practicing the dry, so it's going to be completely clean slate for everyone. I think it's going to be completely different to what we practiced in.
I agree, and I have to say that is if there was ever a level playing field for one of these races, I feel like this
Oh yeah.
would be the day. And start your day. Oh.
But nonetheless, it was like that thing in the back of your head that's like, ooh, I wonder what these tracks are going to do now, like what's going to happen to them, because some of them they're a lot more natural, a lot more technical and challenging than the top of the world. So yeah, it was a funny one. Went up to the first stage, big climb, real humid, real wet, it was pissing down, goggles were soaked. First stage was like the second stage of the second day, so first stage of the second day, so stage 2 went okay. Like, it was pretty wet but pretty grippy at the same time. Like, it was just all the things that were in the middle of the dirt that weren't grippy. So the roots were, and the rock was ridiculously slippy. But overall, that stage went pretty well. Just kept it pretty conservative.
Hey,
Hi, how are you?
how you doing?
I'm good.
Good stuff. The dirt was real grippy.
Yeah? But not the roots. So you have to point the dirt.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people I saw who crashed on that stage, mainly because I guess they were just trying too hard on the first stage of the day. So I just got out of the way, got in the right mind frame and cracked on with the rest of the day.
So we're just on the way up to stage 3, and stage 2 went okay. Rode at like 70–75%. Just made sure I got down. It's pretty slippy, pretty rooty. Fucking hell. Fair play, bro. How you going?
Too tired.
Fair play. I got a lot of respect for you.
Smash it.
Yeah.
Stage 3 was Golden Boner. A couple little mistakes on that track. The dirt was actually, the track was riding mega because it was, I don't know, the dirt was went real grippy when it was wet. But again, it was slippy with all the bits in between the dirt.
Oh, Christ, that's slick!
Let's go now! Let's go! Nice! Go, pedal!
And there was a massive fire road sprint in the middle, and I literally gave it all my all on that pedal. And someone was screaming at me. I didn't realise who it was until I finished the race.
Come on, you got this! Come on, Alan!
And it was Heather from WTB, and she was literally like screaming. She was actually she showed me her hands at the end of the race, and she had a massive black mark on her hands where she'd been clapping too hard and she'd burst a blood vessel, which I thought was quite funny.
Fuck. Alright. Oh,
that was pretty cool. Not sure I ended up on that stage. Probably roughly around 70th again. Stage 4 was another bike park trail, so like a longer trail. Really misty at the top. Unfortunately, my GoPro shat itself and decided it didn't want to do that stage. Didn't want to show you that stage, so I have no footage. But it went all right. Not cruised down. Went pretty fast. Ended up like 60 something on that stage. It was all right.
so we just finished stage 4. It was pretty misty at the top to set off into the mist. I was actually wondering, sorry, I'm pushing my bike uphill, which is why the camera's all over the place. I was actually wondering if I'd be able to see down the track, but it was actually all right. The dirt is really grippy. It's everything in between the dirt that isn't so grippy. So when the dirt gets pulled onto the rock, that gets slippy, and then obviously the roots as well, which are soaking wet, are like snakes on the track.
And stage 5 was the like flatter trail, which was pretty hard to practice, but I thought it was actually quite good to race. Like, it was real sloppy, quite slow speed, but you had to really pump the bike. And there was a couple of points in that stage where, like, literally around the first left hand corner, I leant over into a turn and ended up like with my knee in the floor, but still riding my bike, and then rode that out, and I was a bit puzzled as to why I hadn't crashed.
How did I survive that? My knee was on the fucking floor.
Rode the rest of the stage. I could see the guy in front of me, like near the bottom of the stage. People were telling me I was catching him, so I was like, fuck, that just spurred me on even more. And then the last turn before the finish, like a couple of meters before the finish, lay it over in a right turn and just dug my handlebar into the ground. So got back up off that and ran across the line. So it wasn't ideal, but it wasn't exactly a day ruiner.
That looks heavy.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, it's just there.
Oh.
And then we got back up on the lift to the last stage of the day, which was stage 6, which was another long bike park trail, which was probably the most, I don't know, probably the most challenging race track of the weekend, I would have thought, like, just because of the weather. Like, they'd managed to, well, they'd left some of the wooden bridges with no chicken wire on in the race, and there was like skinnies and all sorts of stuff. Well, unfortunately I don't have any videos of this stage because well, in the wet, because my GoPro again decided it didn't want to play ball. But they left some of the wooden bridges in, unchicken wired, and obviously in practice it was dry, so it was fine, but in wet conditions it was lethal. Same with the rock as well. The rock had loads of wet mud on it, so it was really slippy. Crowds were insane though, which was really cool, and came across the finish line in like 7th place. So then the times obviously started tumbling as everyone else who was faster than me came down, and ended up in 62nd place overall. So it wasn't a bad weekend. That's been my best EWS result to date. Just slowly improving up the ranks. Like, it's been a really good weekend. I'm really tired now. Like, body is physically beat. And yeah, we're going to North Star in a few weeks in California for the next round, so we're really looking forward to that. And then this week we're in Whistler for Crankworks, and we're doing some more videos and stuff this week. So yeah, that was my little take on the EWS this week. If you like the video, hit the like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of it. Smash that subscribe button so you do not miss any future vids. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.